The Temporal Cartographer's Watch. The year was 2047, but Elara's life felt distinctly 1997. She sat behind the counter of The Flicker Fix, a shop that specialized in making old tech work just long enough for a nice profit. Another week of rewiring vacuum tubes, she sighed, checking her code. A bell chimed, interrupting her very important work. Playing a vintage puzzle game. A guy walked in. He looked like he'd stepped out of a movie about people who look good in leather jackets, holding an antique wristwatch that looked too heavy to be real. "Can you fix this?" he asked, his voice low and charming. "It's skipping time." Elara rolled her eyes. "Sir, I fix broken circuits, not broken concepts. What's the actual issue?" Elara opened the watch. Inside, instead of cogs, was a miniature, shimmering nebula of violet light encased in copper wire. The code running across it wasn't C++ or Python. It was impossible. "What is this, really?" she whispered, her cynicism momentarily forgotten. Cassian just leaned on the counter, a smile playing on his lips. "It's a family heirloom, highly eccentric. If you can fix its temporal resonance, I'll buy you the best synthetic noodles in Neo-Viridia." The Temporal Displacement Chronometer, TDC, took 3 hours and 2 pots of bad coffee to stabilize. Elara didn't understand the code, but she understood patterns. She built a new circuit board that acted like a filter. It worked. That night, under the haze of the city's perpetual neon glow, Elara and Cassian sat by a street vendor. The moment Cassian lifted the watch to check the time, the world flickered. For a heartbeat, the city was towering spires of impossible geometry. "Okay," Cassian sighed, setting the watch down. "The noodles were technically part of a cover story. I'm a temporal cartographer. That watch, it's my ride, and it's running on fumes." "Temporal cartographer," Elara repeated slowly, a laugh bubbling up. "And I'm the Queen of Mars. But the code is real. What do you need?" Cassian pointed to a chunky quartz paperweight on Elara's pocket photo. "That. It's a Chronon Crystal. I lost mine, crossing into your timeline." They rushed back to the shop. The crystal clicked into the watch's charging port. A pulse of golden light enveloped the room, stabilizing the device. "I have to go," Cassian said, his voice quiet. "The rift is closing. I have to find a way to make it stable enough to come back." Elara felt a surprising lump in her throat. He wasn't the Queen of Mars, but he was leaving. "Well, temporal cartographer," she said, trying for a smirk. "Don't get lost." Cassian smiled, a genuine, time-stopping smile, and was gone in a brief, silent shimmer of violet light. On the counter, he had left a small, perfectly carved quartz disc. Elara picked it up. In its center, a tiny, glowing loop played their last minute together, over and over, promising a return.